Let's make a spring pizza with garlic aioli, sun-dried tomatoes, and arugula in the beautiful Cayman Islands. Welcome back to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show, where we make plant-based cooking easy. I'm Jill, and today we're going to jump into making this delicious spring pizza, which just so happens to be the winning vote from last month's recipe vote from our supporting members. So we're going to jump right in, and all of our pantry ingredients today are from our partner Essential Organics, who carry over 600 organic products. And if you want to check them out, you can use the code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout for 10% off your order. All right, so the first ingredient in the crust, because that's what we're going to start with, is 1 cup of mashed sweet potato. And it's already baked. I just baked them in the oven until they were soft, about 375 degrees, for about a half an hour to about 40 minutes, just until they're soft. Then I've got a half a cup of rolled oats that I ground into a flour, 1 cup of almond flour, a half a cup of tapioca flour. Arrowroot powder will work just as well for that. 2 tablespoons of flax meal, and then 1 teaspoon of a low sodium tamari or a soy sauce. That will work also. So you're just going to stir this up until it's all really well incorporated. Okay, so now that we're mixed up, you're going to need a pizza tin and a couple pieces of parchment paper. I'm going to set that aside for a second. Put 1 piece of parchment paper down, and we're just going to scoop that on top. Just like that. And because we're in an Airbnb, I don't have my rolling pin, which I normally have. So you just kind of have to make do with what you have. So I'm going to use just a glass. You could also use like a bottle of olive oil or even a bottle of wine. That would work great too. So you're just going to set that next piece of parchment paper on top, squish it down a little bit, and then you're just going to start rolling with your glass. And I usually start in the center and roll outward because it's a really soft dough. You're not going to have to use much force, but you want to keep it round, especially if you're using a round baking pan. If you're using a rectangle, by all means, roll it out in a rectangle. And you're just going to roll it out to the size of your pan. And I'm using just a standard, I think this is a 14-inch pan, but I'm not going to go quite out to the edge. All right, then you're going to peel that paper off really gently because it's a really, really sticky dough. There we go. And you need to have your oven preheated to 375 degrees. And we're going to move our pan over here. Pop that on there. And you can always press out the edge if you want it to be a little bit more round. Pretty good to me. And then we're going to stick it in the oven for 30 minutes. While we're waiting for that, I'd like to share some background on our show. The Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show is crowd-funded, which means these free weekly recipe videos, along with our entire catalog of free printable recipes on our website, plantbasedcookingshow.com, and our Plant-Based Cooking Made Easy cookbook series, are all made possible in part by the generous patronage of our supporting membership community. So if you love our recipes, I invite you to join us on our mission to make plant-based cooking easy, and follow the link in the description to become a supporting member today. There's no denying the plant-based diet is a nutrient powerhouse, but did you know there are a handful of hard-to-get nutrients even well-crafted diets are often lacking? The latest research suggests that complementing your diet with a few specific vitamins, minerals, and omega-3s will help boost your energy and keep you thriving for the long term. That's why my daily health routine includes Complement Essential. Complement Essential contains the 8 critical nutrients lacking from most plant-based diets in dosages optimized specifically for us. As a special discount for our viewers, just use code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout to save 15% off of your order. Okay, for the sauce, we're gonna do kind of a creamy garlic aioli type of sauce. It's so delicious. So we're gonna start with half a cup of silky tofu. And you're gonna need a blender to blend this. Then 3 cloves of garlic that I just roughly chopped up and 1 date. 1/4 of a cup of almond flour. Oops, I missed some of that tofu. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and 1 teaspoon of low sodium tamari. And then we're going to use just 1/4 of a cup of water just to get that all mixed up. So now you're just going to blend this until it's really, really creamy. Okay, there's our really simple aioli. So now we're just waiting on that crust, and I'm going to get the toppings out, and then I'll show you how to assemble it all. All right, our crust is done, and it's looking great. So now we're just going to assemble. So you're going to put this aioli sauce on the pizza, and you can use as much or as little as you want. I kind of like it to be pretty saucy, so I like to put all of it on there. But if you didn't use it all, you could save this and use it on sandwiches or even as a dip, or you can just make another pizza. So you're just going to spread that out about to the edge. And then for the toppings, we have arugula and sun-dried tomatoes. So this is about 1/3 of a cup of sun-dried tomatoes, and these are dry packaged, so there's no liquid in them, which is the kind I like, and they don't have salt or anything on them, but you can use the little kinds in the jar. I think usually they're in oil. Just drain off that oil, and you can even rinse off a little bit of that oil if you want, but it's not completely necessary. So we're just going to sprinkle those on there, and the residual heat from that crust is going to kind of warm up that sauce a little bit, soften these sun-dried tomatoes a little bit, because these dried ones like this, they're a little bit more dry, of course, than the ones that are soaked in the jar. And I like quite a bit of the sun-dried tomato, because that, to me, is all of the flavor of this, along with this garlic aioli. But once you bite into these sweet little tomatoes, oh my goodness, it is so delicious. So you got a little sweet from the crust, you have this kind of tangy, rich sauce, you have a little bit more sweet, but also this really rich flavor of these tomatoes. And then we go in with our arugula. And that arugula kind of has this nutty flavor, and it's a really nice spring green, and it's just so vibrant, so good for you. So I go pretty generous with it, just like that. And now we're going to make just a simple little Parmesan. So I have 2 tablespoons of almond flour, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, and then 1/2 teaspoon of low sodium tamari that I'm just going to stir together real quick. And really the tamari is what's going to kind of clump it together a little bit. You need a little bit of moisture in there. And this is completely optional. You don't have to sprinkle this on there, but I think it just gives it a little something extra on there. So you just kind of, you could use a fork and kind of cut it in. That would probably work a little bit better. There we go. And then you can just sprinkle some on top. Just like that. And you don't have to use all of it. I wouldn't use all of it, actually. Then you can save this in the refrigerator. Just put it in a, a little Ziploc bag or something, or an airtight container, and keep it in the fridge, and it'll last for quite a while. All right, there we go. So I'm just gonna let this cool for a bit, and then I'll meet you at the table for a taste. All right, guys, before I dig in, come on and take a look at this. I think it's so nice, and this is such a great recipe for just like a light spring dinner or lunch. It just hits the spot. All right, here we go. Whoa. That is so full of flavor. You are going to love this. Come on back next week for another great recipe.